perfect. We are starting at the Koffie Schenkerij, which is one of my favorite cafes in Amsterdam. Oh, it's working. This is so amazing. This is Frankie.
Nice to meet you.
It's the first sunny day in a long, long time.
Yeah, it felt really long.
And today we are going to explore the red light beyond the windows and the ladies of pleasure.
Yay! I'm excited actually. I'm really looking forward to discover more about this area because I honestly never come here. Sadly, if you live in Amsterdam, you actually avoid it because it's really hard to cycle and walk around.
A lot of tourists, very crowded.
So
that's why we come in the morning too.
Yeah.
And there are actually a lot of interesting places around besides the windows. You know, cultural places, cafes, shops, and really beautiful buildings, you know, heritage. And you can learn so much about the city.
Yeah.
It's actually really worth it to come during the day, especially in the mornings. So I'm gonna then show you a few of my favorite places.
I'm excited, honestly.
The municipality has this program where they are trying to diversify the neighborhood and trying to bring different sorts of businesses here and also cultural venues, and so they're making an effort in that direction, and I'm pretty excited about that too.
Yeah.
It's a really picturesque area, so it's very worth it to come. Also, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the channel? Because that would help us a lot.
Put a like and
yeah, exactly. Well, definitely comment and let us know your thoughts about it. This is so cute because from here you can basically observe everyone. And you see the traditional houses. This is the oldest building in Amsterdam, by the way. The Oude Kerk, built in 1306. It's not only a gorgeous monument, it's also a place where you can see exhibitions. And they do this thing called interhistorical approach. They show works by contemporary artists, and they combine it with, all the history of the place. And
the location as already is way.
Exactly. We're gonna show you inside, in 3, 2, 1. You know what I like about Amsterdam also is that everywhere in the city, no matter how swamped with tourism it is, you can always find gems like these.
Yeah.
And
they're all Sweden, so you need to know where they are.
Yeah, you would think that in the red light district there's not much for people who are interested in culture, but there is so much. There's so much abundance.
Yeah.
That you stop seeing what's worth seeing in this town.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Things get less visible, it's less easy to navigate.
I remember some part of history, maybe, I don't know if it's correct.
And here we are in front of a very special building. It's called Museum Onze Lieve Heer op Zolder. So, our dear Lord in the attic. This is a 17th century building. The story was that during that time, Philip from Spain was reigning in the Netherlands. And so, no, this is not true. Wait, so Protestants started fighting back Philip, as far as I know, and Catholicism was prohibited. Some merchants and people who were wealthier started building heathen churches, on the top of the buildings where they lived. And so there is a heathen church on the 3rd floor of this old building, and it's little and gorgeous upstairs. People would meet here on a clandestine basis to have their, services. the governors of the city at the time would tolerate it. They knew, of course, that there was a church, but because these things were not done on plain sight, they let people be.
Nice.
Yeah. Like, actually, this is a nice souvenir, isn't it? This is an upcycle shop.
Hello.
Let's go to the bridge, the
Yay.
3D bridge.
Let's.
You know, it was put there in the middle of the canals in one piece. Have you seen it?
Not in real life, just in the articles. Let's go.
Yeah. See? Yes. Oh wait, I'm gonna help you. Wait. Actually, you can? Oh, that's sweet of you. So now we're going to Hempstory. They're really good together. I tried them and I made iced coffee out of it, and it was really good. Did you see it?
Yes.
Did you see my recipe? Thank you. And you guys also make hemp latte here, I see. I have an existential question because you have this plant, this hemp plant that you can use to smoke, and then you have parts of the plant which you can use for materials. How does that work?
Well, there are two plants. From the cannabis itself, you have the female plant is the one that produces the buds that we all know that you can smoke
Yeah.
and have those psychoactive effects. You can also get CBD and THC out of them.
Yeah.
And then you have the industrial cannabis, the hemp plant is the male plant. So this male plant grows actually like we can see in the pictures. They can grow very long and they don't produce buds with weed that we smoke, but with seeds. They're full of seeds.
Yeah.
And then from those seeds, you can do the oils, you can do the proteins. And from the plant litter, you use everything. From the leaves, you can make tea out of them, which is caffeine free.
And which doesn't make you high or
doesn't make you
anything.
high. No, doesn't
Yeah.
have any psycho. You can extract CBD out of it, but it's a well-being,
Yeah.
like vitamin supplement. All then from the steam, long steam, it's where you get the fibers. Once you treat it, it's well, it's a dry
Yes.
steam, and then you treat it, and then you can get fabrics, like textiles. You can get paper. You get insulation for houses. You can get plastic. So it's a world of possibilities.
So it makes it super sustainable, basically, from what I
When
hear
to
you.
grow hemp, you need a third of the water that you will use for cotton, and no pesticides. Zero. And then from a hectare of hemp, it's actually, for example, it's better than trees for paper, because every 3 months you have a new yield of hemp. Either with trees, you need to wait years for it. That's why it's just in every poor industry that can be massively produced, hemp is just better.
Thank you for this explanation.
Super interesting. Looks amazing.
This is like the variety of clothing that you can make with hemp. So you can build a whole wardrobe with this thing. You can fill up your house, you can make hemp furniture. We just heard that they now make cars out of hemp. And there's food, you have like paperware, and you have beauty products and shampoos, and I mean, Jesus, let hemp take over the world. I'm invited to go to the Cannabis Museum. We don't have a lot of time, but we're gonna go for a quick visit. This is actually a really cool building, now that I look at it. I've never been here before. This is gonna be a first for me. It's cool. See you inside.
It is written in Greek, Persian, Hebrew, Chinese.
So I learned a lot of things about hemp.
Yeah.
And I was really not planning this video to have so much hemp content, but kind of happened that way.
Yeah.
You know, we got invited to go into the
Museum as well.
museum, and now we have all this knowledge about
So
the
much
plants and
information
the.
that you didn't know as well. Like there is so much history, like from the Egyptians, from like Algeria, like all this like literary people in France.
Like
Yeah.
how it was a part of different civilizations and how it was necessary in people's daily lives, you know.
Yeah, for medical like support, like there a lot of people were using it
Yeah.
since ancient times. They found it in graves as well.
In
like,
graves.
Yeah, like it was
Yes.
used since ancient. I don't
And
know.
it's used nowadays for treatment, for instance, of chronic pain, which is like such a big thing.
Yeah.
Look at the babies, look at the babies. Look at the babies. Oh my. No, I did want to. Oh my god, look.
How is it? Just like a fried cheese? Like
Yes, it's like a deep fried cheese pillow, basically. Cassouffle. You never went to Fable in your life?
no, I don't think I ever.
You never went to Fable?
No,
But that's a
because-
classic.
Yeah, I know.
It's fast food.
But maybe just once I had fries.
That's
probably.
fast food.
Yeah, I know.
But it's like cassouffle is my favorite, and I have it sometimes.
Okay.
And
I'm
it's
curious
also-
to try, honestly. Yeah, this.
It's interesting because like there's this machines where you can get it from, and they're very distinctive of the Netherlands. I would have hoped you tried it when you were a little bit drunk,
Hangover.
yeah,
Party.
under the
Yeah.
influence.
I think I did a lot of like fries with that. Like
Fries
after,
are
yeah.
a typical thing
Before
to
going
eat.
to
Yeah.
bed to fill your stomach and help it. a little
Yes.
bit.
So I don't eat meat, and that's why I don't eat the bitterballen unless they're vegetarian. Sometimes in
Yeah.
certain places they sell them, but most places don't. So I resort to cassouffles. It's gonna be your first time. Are you ready to eat them?
I am ready. I cannot pick them up. Sorry.
I even brought my mom here once. Prost.
Does she like it?
Well, my mom likes fried stuff.
Of course.
She's crazy about fries, so of course she liked Fable.
Who doesn't like fried stuff though?
I mean, yeah.
And it's you're like have to be healthy.
You have to be very careful with cassouffles though, because this is, you know, this burns. That
Yeah.
burns. So you are eating all around it. That's a tip. Come to Fable for a
Come to
little
Fable.
snacking. I also think you should subscribe to the channel because, just saying,
Yeah.
you know.
Where else can you find these tips, honestly?
Exactly. Where else? Like, who else would tell you that? So, do you love it?
It's really good.
You think it's really good?
It is.
Oh my god.
I like it a lot.
I achieved something in my life.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that I never tried it. I don't know how. I hope you all had fun watching us going around the city.
Yes.
And you can take our tips and use them in the best way.
Yeah.
Just come and see this side of Amsterdam that is a bit more hidden.
And let us know how you liked it.
Comment below.
I was wondering, did we say goodbye?
I don't think we did.
We didn't say goodbye. That's not right. So, goodbye.
Do we?